I'm so excited. It's been so long since I posted a video. I filmed a video a couple weeks ago. Total technical just nightmare. The iMovie app stopped working. I actually had to uninstall it and reinstall it. So if you're watching, I managed to get this video done. So yay, that's a plus. Today's look is going to be what you see here. This is a really pretty last days of summer sunset date night look. I know it's getting close to September and everybody's really starting to say, you know, ready for fall and ready for pumpkins, and Halloween decorations are out in certain places, but I'm still trying to hold on. I'm still trying to hold on to the last days of summer, and this is just a really pretty fun, colorful date night shimmery bronzy look. All kinds of good points in that. So keep watching. So the first thing you want to do is use a primer. I'm using the Clinique Pore Refining Solutions Instant Perfector primer in the shade Invisible Bright. Just a little bit. This comes in about 1 or 2 different shades, I believe, but this one, I mean, they all end up disappearing once you put it on. Usually where my pores are the largest, mostly my cheeks, my chin, and just kind of a little bit through my forehead right here. Smooths them right out. Makes me smooth silk. Today we're going to do a color corrector. That my foundation has more of a flawless finish once I put it on. The color correctors are really good, then that concealer is just not covering enough of. I'm going to be using peach concealer, and I'm using a green concealer. Peach is going to help. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD. This is very, very thick, full coverage, so I'm going to show you how we're going to combat that. And then I'm also going to be using the green, which is going to be for redness. A little brush like this, and we're just going to put some, see, it's very thick. I got way too much. Excuse me. And then we're going to use some of the green. You're going to take your beauty blender, and peach is for dark circles and uneven skin tone. So we're going to use your beauty blender.
Stretch.
And then see the difference? Amazing. It just completely corrects all darkness. See? I have a little bit of that, and I have a little bit of redness through here. And the reason why I'm using a sponge is because it is so thick. Don't let the green scare you. It'll disappear. Just gonna cover that up through there. And then take a little bit more around my nose area. Alright, see? Already. Got a little too much right there. See, it's already starting to come together and even your skin tone out like immediately. So when you put your foundation on, all of this is going to blend in so well. Foundation, we're going to use the CoverGirl Trublend Matte Made. CoverGirl Trublend Matte Made Foundation. This is 12-hour wear. It helps to minimize pores. It gives you a matte finish. It also is an oil-free formula and has a pump, which I like. Shade Perfect Beige M90. Because that's my summer shade, as you can tell. I would start with one good pump on your hand first and blend it in. When you blend, you want to just, this is how you want to blend around where you put your color corrector so you don't smudge it. You just do it in tap-in motions. I've worn this foundation a few times since I bought it, and it actually holds up pretty decent in humidity. It's not my double wear. For a drugstore brand, I think it was $8, maybe $9. It's really nice. It holds up really well in humidity. Gives you really good coverage without being too heavy.
That's a compliment here, Mommy.
Uh-huh. Put it on our forehead. That hairline blender. You can also use a beauty sponge to do it. I would recommend, if you get, this is the Real Techniques beauty sponge, I would recommend using the round, flatter end as opposed to the point. I use the point for like concealer in the corner of my eye, but always dampen it. That makes it blend a lot better if you use it damp. Oh, that looks so pretty. Look how pretty that looks.
Let me see. Let me see. Where?
My foundation. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows, where this is mostly concentrating on your eye look and getting you a real pretty, just kind of radiant glow. So I'm going to go ahead and put my eyebrows on, and I will be right back. Okay, so now that we have our eyebrows on, and they stand out more than anything else, we're going to go ahead and prep our eyelid for eyeshadow. And two jobs at once. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to really shape my eyebrows, make them a little bit more defined. And I'm also going to prep my eyelid for eyeshadow. The Estee Lauder Double Wear Waterproof All Day Extreme Wear Concealer in the shade 2C Light Medium. And I just put a little bit on my hand. Concealer brush, I actually found this in Kroger, but I can't find a good concealer brush right now. I'm still looking. So, and you just take it. You just kind of follow along that line of your eyebrow. Just kind of define it, and then shape it a little bit, and then just take a little bit more and just bring it down on your eyelid, and then your eye is prepped. Oh, this thing is terrible. It slips. I can't get a grip on it. I need to go to Ulta. I need a good concealer brush. Now, you know whatever you do ridiculous, I'm going to edit out, right? So you're not even going to be in it.
I want to wear my backpack.
Okay, so now I'm going to set my under eye, and we're going to put some powder on it, so it's, in case you get any fallout from the eyeshadow, you can just brush it off. And this is the Maybelline Age Rewind Under Eye Concealer, and this is in the shade Illuminator. A pinky shade, but it brightens up your under eye really good, so just one extra step for my dark circles. And then you just blend with your beauty sponge. Okay. Then we're going to go in with, love this stuff. This reminds me of my grandma, but this actually is very, very high rated for setting powder. Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. We're using the Translucent Extra Coverage. It smells very powdery, but it reminds me of my grandma. So, love it. And it comes in 3 shades. You can get translucent, you can get neutrally neutral, and then you can get the Translucent Extra Coverage. Now, I know I don't normally use eyeliner in most of my daily looks that I do, but when I do something a little bit more special, a little bit more dramatic, I like to use something that's going to add to the drama, so to speak. This is the Double Wear Infinite Waterproof Eyeliner, and then this is the color in Coal Noir, which basically means super black. So, pull it up, and you're going to line inside your waterline right here from corner to corner. Throw this mirror out in the damn yard because it's going to piss me off. So then we're going to do the same on the bottom, and we're not going to do quite as far over. We're just going to do about halfway in your waterline, or right on the edge of your waterline. And don't worry about if it's not smooth or it's too harsh, because we're going to go back and blend it. I'm going to start with the same thing I always start with, is the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. It actually is a highlight and contour palette, but I use it a lot for eyeshadow because it's got really good basic transition matte shades in it, and a few nice little shades right here and right here for your brow bone. I'm just taking this light shade right here and just kind of setting my eyelid. Just to kind of, so nothing gets creasy or anything like that. We're going to go in with this color right here, and we're going to do our crease. And just do kind of little windshield wiper motions. Base for your eyeshadow to start in so it blends a little bit better. Previous Place Nubians 2 palette. This is a really good palette because it has a lot of real pretty golds and browns and coppers in it. That's good for summer and being bronzy. It's also got this real pretty green. This is a real pretty blue, and this is a real pretty plum color. This one's matte, but overall, these all have really pretty colors on it. They're extremely pigmented. You can do a whole lot with them. I have too many of these. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with this color right here. This one's called Madagascar. I'm going to take the blending crease brush from Sonia Kashuk, and we're just going to kind of tap in that and coat your brush really good. And then you're going to start on the outer corner and just tap it in to the corner and then blend in circles inward. And then just blend it up into the first shade you put on there, just to kind of get it to blend and transition. This color right here, this is called Kenya. And you're going to take that same brush, and just going to tap into it, and you're going to dot your outer corner, just a little bitty dot. And you're going to do little circles again. And then you're going to start kind of bringing it into your crease with the windshield wiper motion, just to kind of blend. Okay, so I really want to add a little bit of color to this instead of just being all browns and bronzy colors. And I really want to put a little bit of color to this. So I'm going to actually take the orange, this like orangey rust color. It is called Morocco. It is a matte. So far, all the shades we've used are matte. This is a large eyeshadow brush. And we're going to take just a little bit of that and start brushing it on half of our eyelid. More toward the center, not really necessarily half, but more toward the main part where your eyeball's going to be. And again, this is a matte shade. Everything we've used so far is matte. I like to do mostly mattes and then do my shimmers last. Make sure you get it to blend up into your crease. There, that adds a little bit of color. You know what? I like that color. I think I'm going to just put it all over because I really like that color. It's pretty. We're just going to bring it all the way to the corner because I just really like that color. I wear a lot of earth tones. Probably warmer than I should because I'm technically borderline cool neutral. But because I do have that neutral in there, I do have a tendency to go more toward warm and golden tones. And mascara again, we're going to blend a little bit. Get this a little bit. Blend that up just a little bit more. Small eyeshadow brush. It's a little bit more dense with shorter bristles. We're going to wet this because you know I love to wet my brushes. Fix Plus. This is a little size. This is a really good way to try things that you're not sure about, you don't want to spend a whole lot of money for. Your department stores who have cosmetics counters, they will sell what's called a mini bar, and they'll sell a bunch of these little like travel size minis for you to try, or you actually can go in Sephora and Ulta, and they have the same thing. They have a little section, usually it's close to where the checkout is. You buy all kinds of mini size, travel size things, and you can do the website the same way. You actually can go on the website and you can type in makeup travel size, and then this whole list of things will come out, and skincare travel size. And they have this huge section on all kinds of different, you can actually buy like travel size and stuff. That gives you a chance to try it without spending a whole lot of money, and if you really, really like it, then you can get it. I think this was like think this was like 10 or 15 bucks, and the full size is like 30, 32. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in with this color called Nefertiti. This is a really pretty kind of an orangey frosty color. Look at that. Well, there we go. Look at that. It's so pretty. Anyway, we're going to do that one, and we're going to wet the brush. Glide across it with your brush to pick up just enough, like that. Kind of a tap and pulling motion, not necessarily, you're not going to sweep it across like you would normal eyeshadow. A sunset. And I'm just doing my inner corner and about halfway over. I'm actually going to take a little bit of this Nairobi color, which is a real pretty yellow gold color. I'm just going to do it a little bit right here. Ooh. Mama got a sunset. Alright, more Morocco, and just kind of transition that in the corner so it looks alright. I don't want too much frost across the lid. This is a smudge brush, Sonia Kashuk. You see how it's very dense, but it's very wide. We're going to take the Madagascar color, and we're just going to blend our under eye. Some of that eyeliner too. So now we're going to go in with the Kenya that we used, and we're going to take just a little bit.
Can you help me get this dress on, Mommy? I can't do it.
Yeah, hang on.
Never mind, Mommy.
We're going to do our...
I'm going to put another dress on.
You're going to do a different dress?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Smoky. This is my Eco Tools dual-ended brush. This is the blend and smudge brush. We're going to take the blend brush and we're going to go in with this color Zuri, which is a real pretty pale frosty color. And you're just going to tap it in, and we're just going to kind of lightly sweep.
Pretty, Mommy.
Thank you, baby. Just going to kind of lightly sweep it on our brow bone just for a highlight. This eyeshadow is really buildable, so you can start with just a little bit and then you can add to it. So now we're going to go ahead and get our face set really quick, and I am going to do a little more contour than I normally do. NYX Matte Powder Bronzer in the shade Medium. Multitasker powder brush is the one I always use to contour, and contour our cheeks really quick. One's more than the other. Contour my nose. Take that same brush and just kind of brush it down the side of my nose a little bit. Favorite powder, SLR Double Wear Powder Foundation in Ivory Beige. And don't worry about wiping off the contour you just did, because you're just doing a quite light dusting. And plus, I don't do heavy contour anyway, so it don't really matter, because if I got too much, it's just gonna come off anyway. Okay.
Is this how you wear a skirt?
That's perfect. It's a little bit low.
Yeah.
Okay, then we're going to take the NYX Matte Bronzer again, and this time we're going to take a fluffy defining brush from Eco Tools and just bronze out a little bit more. bronze out that jawline. I'm using the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Rose de Oro. I guess I pronounced that right. There's the shade. If you can, it's 02. Contouring brush and from Sonic Shook, and we're just going to put this on the apples of our cheeks. And we smell. I have every color of the Milani Baked Blush that you can possibly, that they make, so I love this stuff. I'm going to do a little bit of highlight. I'm going to use the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Powder Glow Illuminator, and this one is in the shade Warm Undertone. I'm going to do this through here. I'm not going to do this color. This color has a tendency, depending on, because I use such warm colors already, this had a tendency to go gray when I put it on me because it's a little bit more cool and it doesn't blend well. Don't know why. This is the Fluffy Powder Brush. I like to put my highlight on with a fluffy powder brush because I don't want it to be so defined and strategic. And we just, such a fine powder and shimmer. It's not going to come off looking glittery. There, give it a little bit of a glow. A little bit. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to set our look. I like to set before I do mascara, but if I blink while I'm setting my face, I'll get those little, you know, the black dots down here. This has been my favorite setting spray that I've tried. I have tried Urban Decay. I have tried the MAC. I've tried the NYX. Does a good job. It's just, this one's been my favorite. L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set. This is about $15 in CVS or Walgreens. This does a really good job. It does what I want it to do. Just takes a second to dry. It's not going to mess with your makeup. It's not going to add glitter. It's not going to add shimmer. It's not going to add dewiness. It's not going to do anything to change your makeup look. It's just going to make it set so it lasts longer. Okay, so now we're going to do our eyelashes, and I'm going to start, of course, with my primer that I always use, the Lancome Cils Booster XL. It's white. It's awesome. You get when you wear a lot of mascara and such. Use this several times. The Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. This is like $5 Ulta. You can order it online, or you can get it in the store. You can find it in stock, but spending time on my lashes is like spending time on my hair. More of an effort in, they look better. Please, please, for the love of God, do not pump your mascara, because you're going to use it and you wonder why you buy a brand new mascara and then 3 weeks later it's all dried out already. It's not the mascara, you pumping air into it. Dip it, pull it out, and use it. Dip it again if you need to. It does not make you get more mascara on the brush. It just gets you air in the tube and gets bacteria in the tube, and then you waste your money. Don't forget them bottom lashes. Now for a little bit more volume to make them look a little bit more thicker, because this is a lot more eyeshadow for my eyelashes to carry the weight of. Using the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Bold Volume Mascara. And this is the kind of brush you got. It's got a really good formula. It makes my eyelashes thicken up without making them get clumpy. Alrighty, my loves. Now, oh no, wait. When you get all your powder stuff set, forgot one more thing that I like to do. Where's my brush? Brush that you highlighted your brow bone with, go in with that same color right here. I'm gonna do right here. See the difference? Wow. Just pop it into that little dip of your face. Look at that. Woo. Right. So for our lips, I'm going to use a really pretty shimmer gloss. Lasts longer. Hey, knock it off. What?
Just kidding.
Thought so. Are the Double Wear lip liner in the shade Nude. And I'm going to line it the same way I always do. I'm just going to line my Cupid's bow this part of your lip, right below your Cupid's bow. Now for my gloss, I have got these from the store recently. These just came out. Really, really beautiful collection. These are the Wet n Wild Color Icon lip glosses, but they came out with the Zodiac collection. And they have a different lip gloss for each Zodiac sign. They have a eyeshadow palette and a highlighter palette for our highlighting bar for each element that goes with your Zodiac symbol. So there's like 4 symbols in each element. I'm actually a Taurus, so I'm an Earth. All of these look really beautiful on. This one is Virgo. This was kind of a brown color with a little bit of shimmer glitter in it. This one down first. Look at that. That is beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful. So we're going to actually take this gold color, which is the, this one is the Gemini. I'm going to add a touch of that in the middle. Just for a shimmery bronzy ombre. Look at how fancy I am. Kind of dark over here. Let's put some silver. There we go. That's better. Oh, we've got one final touch. We are going to bronze it up. Okay, for our final touch, because it is a date night, we are going to be highlighting using the Bronze Goddess Illuminating Powder Gel A. This is the one from last season. This is not this season, 2018. This is 2017. I haven't broke into the 2018 yet because I still have enough of this left. The new one has actually the Bronze Goddess scent, which smells delicious. But we're going to still use this one because this one's just as good.
Pretty.
Thank you, honey. We're going to take the Eco Tools highlighting fan brush and we're just going to take across. And you're just going to...
Your eyes are pretty.
Thank you. Oh, God, I cannot use my left hand. There. Just add a little bit extra sheen. Alright, so this is it. This is your last days of summer sunset date night look. I hope you enjoy. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you get notifications when I post new videos. And I'll see you next time. Thanks. Megan, what are you doing? Cannot with kids. I just cannot.